What's up, guys? We're diving into the top 16 here. We have Rescuace versus Labrynth. You guys will be seeing this in a few seconds here. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 5K here. We need all support you guys can get. Hopefully hitting this before the end of the year here. But we're going to be diving on into this at YCS Bologna. I want to say Bologna, but it's not that. We're going to see Rescuace going to be going first, operated by Giovanni here. And then we're going to be seeing them summon out a Fenrir right off the bat, a very powerful card. Also, against Lab, it's kind of interesting, but we're going to see a Rhoda as well. This can search for the Impulse if you want to from our deck. We do also see the Droll and Lockbirds in the hand. This is actually going to search for the Fire Attacker here, which will let them search for a spell. Do we see a Droll on Res? We do not, so we're going to be seeing them be able to normal summon, searching for a spell here, going for most likely that Emergency, if they don't already have it. Or I guess Emergence. Airlifter here is what I'm looking for. I always say the wrong names. I get these guys confused all the time. Then we're going to see the Emergence going to activate its effects. And that's going to be able to summon out the Hydrant here, which can then search for a monster once again. Then we're going to be searching for the Fenrir on Res here, and then we're searching for the copy of Hydrant, making sure we get all those searches possible. You know, that's 3 monsters summoned, and as well as 3 searches here, being absolutely crazy. Either going for a Preventer or a Turbulence here. We do have those 2 Rescue spells in the graveyard. And we're going to see them banish those 2, going for the Turbulence there. That's going to be able to set 4 from the deck here. This is summon number 4, I do believe. So, you know, not being able to hit with Nibiru is a very powerful card. We're going to see the Rescue, the Alert, going for Emergence, okay. The Alert, as well as a copy of, I think that is Extinguished, or maybe Contained. I always get these 2 confused as well. But, you know, potentially knowing or having the other trap in the hand already, or knowing what our opponent is playing against. We're going to see the Reborn, or search from the deck here, because we do have the Hydrant on the field, so we get to be able to search for a copy of Preventer. And then we see them go into a IP Masquerena, most likely going to be linking away for an SP Masquerena, or SP, I should say, not Masquerena there. We're going to see them summon out the Preventer there, which is also going to summon back out the Hydrant when they go for that copy of SP, once, you know, maybe a Runic card is, or not Runic card, a Labrynth card is activated here. And we're going to see during the end phase, we're going to see them activate a copy of the Chandelier, discarding the copy of Ariana to summon out, or I should say, place a... They were going to go for a big welcome, going for a big welcome here in the final zone, which is interesting because they know that they're not on any impermanence other than maybe that 3rd copy there. But we're going to be seeing them draw for turn here, maybe having 2 Arianas in the hand, or not even wanting to risk that Ariana there. Then we're going to be seeing them activate an Extravagance in the main phase here, starting off right away. We do see a nice draw 2 there. I mean, they do have lots of options here, you know, big welcome, but do they want to normal summon first is the question. So we're seeing them activate a Storvy Torvy here, discarding itself. And the Imperm. Interesting that we're not chaining Imperm to target like IP to prevent them to go into SP there, but like, what do you even do? And we're going to see them set a Lab here. I'm personally not playing this card, but I mean, if it works for them, in this case scenario, going playing against uh, a deck like Rescue Ace, this will be quite good when you activate the effect here. We are going to be seeing them activate IP, going for Preventer and IP into an SP there, and then SP can potentially even banish the Lab there, making them not want to activate their effects and start bowling up their back row. And then we're going to be seeing the Preventer being summoning out a copy of the Turbulence. Or no, going for the Fire Attacker once again, which can let them search for another spell here. Then we're going to see them normal summon out another copy of Ariana. And it looks like they're thinking, there's lots of stuff they can do. And then it's going to let them search, and they do banish it with the SP there, searching for the copy of Lady. We do see the Lady summoning herself out, and they do have a copy of, the Big Welcome here, which can activate, but they're going to be able to have to chain something. Like, we're going to be chaining an emergency or something. We see them chain here, so they can't activate the Lovely. And they're going to summon out the Preventer here, which can Book of Moon a card. I don't really see Lab end up winning this one, to be honest. Like, what do you even summon here? Summon a Lovely, I suppose, and then bounce back the Lady. But if you activate the effects, you're just going to get hit with a Fenrir. Now we're going to see... Oh, it's summoning another copy of Lady here. Wow. Then we're going to be seeing the effect of Ku Clock as well as Chandelier. I guess they don't want to summon out the Lovely because they know it will get popped. Or I suppose banished face down is the correct word, not popped. But going to be summoning a Store of Torby and then adding a copy of the Chandelier to the hand there. We're looking to the extra deck. We could go for a copy of the Muckraker, but there's not much that we can do. Labrynth is in a losing position here. They have so much gas. Like, Rescue Ace is just so powerful. Being able to search and book and all this other stuff as well. And there, yeah, Preventer will still be able to activate the effects there. They're going to go battle and attack into the Preventer. Do they maybe chain something there to stop the attack, or is that going to be going through? They're going to let it die here, which is interesting to me. Oh, maybe its effects are negated off the trap that reborns. I'm not too familiar with the Rescue Ace, to be honest. I know what a bunch of their cards do. They're going to set another card here and simply pass turn on this. We're going to see them summon back out the Ariana. Then we're going to go end phase once again, activate these discard both of them. yeah, I can't see this going to be doing anything here. And we're seeing the Fenrir banishing the Ariana. And yeah, I mean, we do have the big welcome. We're going to see them pass turn on this. You know, they do have 3 traps. You know, one of them being a welcome here. See them activate Rescue HQ, and at this point, like, I don't even know. If they have enough back row, they can essentially just chain all the time, as well as SP. You know, once SP hits the field, it's so hard for Lab to be able to like outbeat it. We're gonna see a big welcome going to be activated here. Will we see them activate anything in chain? Let me see a judge asking a question there. You know, it is perfectly fine. The They activate it during the end phase of the last turn there, so they can do that. They're just going to be changing the effect, like it's just... Yeah, Chandelier can activate, sending itself and the copy of the Story Torby to the field. Okay, so saying they can't send it, so they're going to be sending the copy of the lady instead, which is fine. And to the activation of the Rescue HQ, we're going to be seeing a copy of Big Welcome. You know, it kind of actually helps the opponent there because they do put the Star Vitorvia on the field. We're going to see them chain the Emergence so they cannot chain the lady here. We will be able to bounce the Star Vitorvia still, which is nice. But unfortunately for us, we're not going to be able to activate that lady with all these cards on the field. Then we're going to see a Turbulence, and then we're going to be sending the copy of Airlifter here. Then we're most likely going to be summoning a Lovely, and then we're going to be bouncing the Storvy. And then we're going to be seeing the effect of Lovely being activated, trying to pop, but will it get hit with SP or a Fenrir? And we're going to be seeing the effect of Storvy, or not Storvy, but the Chandelier being added back to the hand here. I mean, props for the Lab to still try. Still trying, you know. It is going to be a hard matchup for them to play through, but we're going to see them add back to the hand. And they're going to be bouncing or destroying the copy of Rescue HQ here. Which is interesting to me that we're choosing not to destroy like an SP or the Fenrir. Then we're going to see Fenrir going to be banishing the copy of Lovely, which we worry about, and Turbulence going to be trying to destroy the back row there, or sending the back row. When we chain the Welcome here, you know, you might as well at this point. It's going to be going regardless. So we'll be able to summon out like an Ariana. And do we chain SP to this is the question, or one of our traps? And if we chain a trap, they can chain the effect of Lady here. So we're going to let it go through. They're going to chain Lady, and we can actually chain our trap to this. Or we can't because we have a set card and they can't activate anything to our monsters. Okay. But once Lovely gets off the field, banished face down, we can't get it back. So that is going to be quite problematic for us. And there's no way for us to bounce it as well. Then we're going to set an Imperm here. And then we get to summon out the copy of Ariana. And then the Lovely's going to be banished face down. And we're going to be seeing that Welcome being destroyed here. Then on a new chain, we're going to be activating the effect of Ariana. For For a second there, I thought that the Turbulence could activate once again. And here they're going to be flipping the effect here to negate the Ariana there. Definitely do not want them searching any more cards. Contained is the one that's being flipped up here. They're going to chain Jerome Karma Cannon to this, which will be pretty nice. Unfortunately, we couldn't activate that earlier due to the effect of Fenrir, but they're going to see them chain SP on the Fenrir to banish itself, so it's going to be coming back during the next, or during the end phase here. Then we are going to be seeing Ariana going to be able to resolve her effects. Going to be adding a copy of Kuklok, which doesn't do very much, unfortunately for us. We do have the Chandelier as well as the copy of Storby in the hand, but we've already activated our Welcome as well as Big Welcome here, which is just going to be problematic. We're going to see then a normal summon out of a Hydrant there. All they've activated so far is Rescue HQ and then a Hydrant, and they're going to activate the Kuklok. And then they're going to activate a Chandelier, discarding itself and the copy of Storby to set a Welcome. And it's going to be able to summon back out the Kuklok there. But they've already activated both effects, so it's not going to be able to do anything. They're going to be seeing a Contain, and they will be able to flip up a copy of Impermanence there. That's all that this was for, to stop that Hydrant from being able to search for a monster here, because they do have the Turbulence being set face down. But we will be able to activate the Emergency to be able to reset the Contain, or the Extinguish, I should say here. Which is quite nice, being able to destroy those cards. We should see a set and then a potential pass here from Rescue Ace, but they will be getting their Fenrir as well as SP. It's not like the game is over at all. If anything, the game's in their favor. Now we're going to be seeing the SP come back alongside the Fenrir there. Putting the Fenrir in a safe zone, Kuklok is going to be able to summon himself out and then link into the Anima if they do play it. But by putting the Fenrir in that zone there, they're making it so they're not going to be able to lose that Fenrir. And they ask, do I know what Contain is set fed? And they don't know what the last card is there. So they just have a Welcome. We're going to see them flip up a Lovely, or a Lady here, I should say. The Lovely is gone now. And they can also then flip up the Ariana. Are we going to Big Welcome bounce? They're going to go Battle Phase and attack. And that Hydrant die. And I'm assuming that Lovely's going to be attacking into... I mean, do you attack into the SP or do you attack into Fenrir? They're going to choose to attack into the Fenrir there. That is a very fair option to hit. And do we maybe flip up a trap and that's going to be able to chain? They're going to let the Fenrir die. We could then bounce if we wanted to the SP. We're going to Welcome in the battle phase here. They're going to chain SP to this. Just so that we can't get the Lady effect. Lady is such a powerful card. And SP is going to be targeting the Lovely there. They're going to take a second to read their own copy of SP. I mean, everyone is playing it. And they're going to be banishing a Big Welcome in chain to be able to bounce that SP so that their Lady does not leave the field. I almost forgot about their Welcome effect. That is big Turbulence there, where they have the defense on it, which I believe is 3,000. You're not going to be able to summon out a monster big enough to attack into it. But they do have the Ariana, or the Arias here. So they are playing it, revealing that. This will be able to go into Chaos Angel in the main phase 2. But no cards were bound. I mean, they were bounced. And then we see the Rescuers player going to be scooping up. We're looking at the Labrynth player is just snowballing into a field that they cannot beat. This is move on to game 2. That is not at all what I expected from the Rescuers player here. But we're going to be seeing game 2. Rescuers can be choosing to go first once again here. You know, they definitely do have the advantage. Summoning out a Fenrir once again, keeping it into their deck. I mean, I suppose this is a very powerful thing. But just activating Fenrir right off the bat, searching for another copy of itself, potentially losing to that Droll is just insane. That cannot be right. Unless they have everything else. Then we're going to see the Fenrir going to be sent for the copy of Diabelistar. So maybe they should have no other options and they have to go for this. Or the best send. And we're going to see them activate the effect. Get hit with a Veiler here. We see a 25th get hit with another 25th. Talk about blinged out here. Then we're going to see a Prod of Prosperity. It looks like this hand would just smash around with Droll and Lockbird, to be honest. We're going to see them banishing 6 cards here. Do we see an Ash Blossom that just absolutely end their life? Or will it resolve? It looks like it's going to be getting resolved. It's going to be resolving here. Maybe let's see what they end up choosing. They see an Imperm, an Impulse, a Wanted, Emergency, a Origins, as well as a copy of the Airlifter here. So they could go for the copy of Origins or just go right for an Airlifter, which can search for the Emergency. We're going to be seeing them go for the Airlifter there. Will they maybe get hit with another copy of Veiler here? We're going to see them normal summon out the Veiler. It's going to be, or normal summon out the Airlifter. It's going to be good here. Searching for a copy of Emergency. This will be able to get them into the copy of the Turbulence if they need it. They're going to go for Emergency there. And then it's going to be going into... That's just not where they summoned it, but okay. Or maybe they did summon it there. Going for the Turbulence. Sending the Airlifter here. Then we're going to see the Turbulence effect going to be activated there. Well, they do not have the second copy, so they're going to be going for a set contained and alert, emergency, and a rescue here. So not having one of the traps in, you know, you definitely do not want to be flipping those traps when you're playing against Labrynth. Then we're going to set an additional card here, having a full back row. Will we see maybe a Storvy Torvy or a Chandelier in the end phase? They are thinking an end phase there. They are looking like they're mapping out their combo. We could see a potential trap set. Looks like we are going to be seeing a Chandelier sending itself and a big welcome to the graveyard. I suppose you don't necessarily need that. We're most likely seeing a welcome set off this, I suppose, because you want to be able to use the big welcome effect in the graveyard there, unless their hand is just not good enough. We're making sure that we read the Turbulence once again. It looks like they did not know the effect in the first place. They'd be able to destroy their back row card when we saw that hit the welcome there. But we're going to choose the big welcome here to be able to flip up during our opponent's turn, or our turn when we draw for turn, and then we can activate the effect of the lady to summon herself out. So we will be able to activate the effect right away when we draw for turn in the draw phase. And they're asking about the effect of Turbulence here. Once again, you know, if a card is removed off their field, they will be able to pop, or I guess send, whatever you guys want to be calling it. And then we're going to be offering our opponent to cut. And then we get to draw for turn here. And what will we see? We're going to see a set turn to battle, or turn to attack position here. This is just not at all what I was expecting. Why would you set a card first? They're going to go battle phase and attack over the Fenrir. You definitely do not want to be playing with Fenrir there. Going to be doing all sorts of mischievous stuff, banishing your monsters face down. And then we're going to see the activate the big welcome here. They're going to chain Ash Blossom to this. That is very powerful. Ashing, crazy hard. Kind of also saying that you don't have like a copy. I mean, they would have been able to destroy like a Turbulence there, I suppose, but we're going to see them set a card and then pass as well on this. Then during the end phase, we're going to be here searching, adding back the copy of Airlifter. We get to normal summon out the Airlifter. And they're just scoop it up, realizing the opponent just has too much. I wonder what the set back row cards were. Into game 3 here. Labrynth will be able to choose who's going to go first or second. Obviously choosing to go first themselves. Having those powerful cards. Will we maybe see a Coup Clock could be finally activated here, or a copy of Arias discarding herself to be able to activate a trap. But it does not look like good for Gabrielle here. They're putting their hand on their forehead, looking at maybe a brick of a hand. So obviously having some lines here, looks like we're mapping out maybe a potential normal summon Ariana and be able to search here, seeing if they can get all their stuff going. We are going to be activating the Arias, so we do have it. We're going to be setting the welcome here. This is a very good card. And then we're going to be activating the effect of Lady summoning herself out. And this could just lose to an Ash. Or we actually have the... Talk about not a brick. We have like full combo here. We're going to normal summon Ariana. And then we're going to be hitting it with a Imperm there. We could actually just chain Lady. But we're actually going to be activating the effect of Arias to summon herself out because our opponent is chaining something here. It looks like they're baiting if they're going to go Arias or Lovely. I feel like the safe option is definitely the Lovely here. You do Lovely because then if they have Ash, you can just summon out the Arias then. And like Arias doesn't do anything for you, so you definitely just go for the Lovely there. And they're going to chain a welcome. It's going to resolve. So I guess worrying about nothing here. Then we're going to summon out the Chandelier. And then we get to set a big welcome, I suppose, off of this. Or do we have a card that's maybe better? Maybe a different dimension ground? Going for an Eradicator here. And then Imperm will be resolving, negating the Ariana. Then we're going to see the Chandelier activates effect, discarding itself as well as the Coup Clock to be able to set the big welcome onto the field here. Which will be getting us Lovely Pop as well as the... yeah, this is going to be an Eradicator for sure. I was like, maybe it's a brick. This guy just had full combo here with Coup Clock, or with Chandelier, Ariana, Arias, as well as Lady here. We're going to see them pass turn, draw for turn here, and we do see 2 spells in the hand as well as 2 monsters. Will they make them dedicate a normal summon first here, or not is the question. We're going to see them go big welcome, and they're going to be chaining the effect of the Lady here, which will be setting a copy of Daruma Dharma Cannon here. Or Daruma Karma Cannon. And then we're going to be seeing them summon out the Coup Clock, bouncing Coup Clock. What? And then Welcome will be able to set itself out. Chandelier will summon himself. Or Shandragon will add itself. Storyview will summon himself. And we're not activating we are activating Ariana to draw. And then we're going to activate the Eradicator, getting rid of two Lightning Storms, both at 2, and we see a copy of Hydrant and Airlifter, as well as a Trap. So having one normal here, they're going to chain the effect on res of the Kuklock, which can let them activate the Welcome that they have set this turn. They can activate the Welcome or the Droomer Cannon here. We're going to see them normal summon out the Airlifter there. They don't have a way to get the lovely pop here. But we are in an amazing position. I can't believe they opened double Lightning Storm. Imagine how good they felt when they had double Lightning Storm against this deck, and they just got both of them ripped. Then we see them search for the emergency there. They are still in an uphill battle. You know, emergency, if they do have like an interruption for the emergency, they are in quite a problem, and they will be out of Daruma Cannon at any point of time. They're going to try to go battle phase here. Ariana is going to get attacked into. They're going to take the life points here. No problem. You know, we have 5 minutes left on the clock. We don't really care that much. You know, there's lots more they can do. They're going to activate the emergency. They can hit with Ash Blossom, and they concede the game. This was 100% Labrynth, just EEV being crazy.